It's Monday already. Like, seriously, can you believe it? I can't. Last week, I was grateful that it was Friday because it took too long. And now, we are here at Monday. And that's where it came in like a few hours. Interesting weekend. I forced myself to relax and then was kind of do nothing. And it was relatively hard. It was. Jared kind of went crazy in the house. So used to us up ripping and running and things like that. Yesterday we went to the gym for a couple of hours. He had a ball. That's because he only worked out a little bit and then on the machines rather, and played basketball for the other hour. But he had a nice time. Basketball, they're running up and down the court. That's exercise too. But I want him to utilize the machines as well. But anywho, I had, saw a couple of my son's friends, not Jared, the twin Jalen, and we were talking about, the whole Ferguson situation in Missouri, and how it's a travesty, like it really is. What is this on my shirt? What did I just steal? And he was real sad about it. And I told him, I said, a lot of people too are getting killed by principle because, like we're standing here in the gym talking. And if a police officer came in and told us that we both had to leave, now the first thing we would say is like, well, why? We didn't even do anything. We paid our membership like everybody else. So we probably call the police, and if another set of officers would come, and if they would agree with the officer that told us to leave, just leave. Don't get caught up on principle. Well, I paid, and stand there arguing with the law. Just go, because I do believe a lot of people, not just in the Missouri incident, but just in general, a lot of people are dead or have gotten hurt behind principle. They want to prove their point and things like that. And I understand principle. I used to be big on principle, but it's not, do you want peace or do you want to be right? You know what I mean? Like, pray and just keep walking. Like, God, what's going on? Terry, do what you need to do. And, it just made me think of all the lack of parents, whether it's mothers in their kids' lives or fathers in their kids' lives, aunts, uncles, cousins. Seriously. Because it's no secret, if you look across the country, it's like it has, a negative force has really unleashed itself against the black culture, especially the black men. I mean, Chicago, honey. Ooh, you couldn't pay me to live in Chicago. Seriously. You couldn't pay me. Unless I lived in downtown Chicago and Oprah was putting me up in a condo or something. And, it's just bad. It is. And some of the things, I'm dealing with Jared with, and, going through that puberty and that tween era. I really wish he had his, cousins, uncles, father. The only person who's been there consistent, Jesus, was his grandfather. And that's why he called my dad too, So many black boys who don't have their fathers or country, you would think it would make people stand up. I mean, while we were even talking in the gym and flashed across the news, you know, more things happening in Ferguson. It's just such a sad story. And then, of course, they traced his steps back before the accident. And he actually, you know, robbed a store, which, of course, doesn't look good. And he was like, he was a big boy. He was like 6'1", 6'2", 250, 260. He was a big boy. And it made me think of Jared. Like, Jared's 12 and 5'8", honey. 5'8" and a half. And he's 12. So, yeah, honey. Anywhere you go, yes, it's pick up and drop off. Because a lot of people may not believe that you're the age that you're stating. And wrong place, wrong time. No, 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 no. The enemy will not have this one. Won't have Jalen or Janan either. No. I mean, all it is really prophecy being fulfilled. And it's different ways of manifestation. But there's a, what's his name? Robert. I was looking at him on YouTube last night. That he did a prophecy in 2012 about, what's wrong with my sweater? As far as rats going on. He named St. Louis, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C. He named about 5 or 6 cities. And he said those wouldn't be the only cities, but those were the main ones. And with St. Louis going on right now, honey. Oh, he said Chicago too. It's just crazy. It really, really, really is crazy. Just broke my nail, Jesus. Alrighty. Pray for America. Seriously. Pray for America. Pray for Israel. So much to pray about all the time. It's crazy. It is. Alrighty. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.